Pull up with that, Chewbacca that. Banging my chest and my head on the lock. Feeling like walking block of flame. I put the
We come to you from one of the truly iconic stadiums in the NFL as you get a look at Lambeau Field here in Green Bay, Wisconsin. No team means more to a city than the Packers to Green Bay, and this was the scene a few moments ago as the green and gold made their way out of the historic tunnel. They're ready to go as they get set to match up with the Cleveland Browns. Jamal Agnew now to return it. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And an early how do you do right there as they're going to bury him in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. 2nd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game. So what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you...
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Credit the sack to the Oregon Duck, DeForest Buckner. Just not much a quarterback can do there, CD. The pressure was in his face almost instantaneously, led to a very quick sack.
And this came from the interior of the defensive line, and these guys, they're normally anchors of that spot, and they don't often get clear shots at the quarterback. But in this case, he got past the center and the guard in no time and got there to make the play.
That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And he'll take this back down inside the 20. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass. So that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. Here's Tannehill. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Brevin Jordan, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Browns on just 2 plays have taken the lead. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. To return, here's Agnew. He takes this near the 25, just a little pass there, call it the 26. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Well, this defense for the Browns, they played really well in the win over the Raiders a week ago.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
And flags come in as he gets forward for about 3 yards. Now let's check on the call. Well, we knew he was close to the line of scrimmage, and they say he stepped over.
Well, when you see him in that position, you think he's become a runner. As a DB, you start to react towards the line of scrimmage. They can often throw it over your head.
Here's Hurts to throw. And this one complete to Will Fuller. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Play action. Here's Hurts. He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
And they'll use him out of the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
Look at this, a tight end carry. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. Give him 15 there, and the Packers have a first. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 41. McCaffrey on the counter. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point.
And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. And the ball ends up out of bounds, so it'll be a loss on the play. Can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 14 yards, good for a Packer first down.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And he goes backwards on this one. Losing yardage to the 7. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. Hurts sets up to throw it. Sliding out of the pocket. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And this Browns defense stands tall. The Browns drive about to get started. So, Charles, the season winding down, the playoffs obviously not in their future. As they look ahead to the offseason, what spots do they maybe need to fill?
Well, I think that they like the guy who's calling the plays and throwing the ball. I think that he's a pretty good player. Needs some help, I think, on the perimeter, though. Help him out with receivers, because I think if he gets an upgrade there, his play gets that much better, too.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now it's Tannehill. Got his man, Robbie Anderson. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
He's got a 1st down past the 30. And finally, down at the 41-yard line. 25 yards that time.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. For a lot of people, MVP award means a quarterback award usually, but over 100 yards again last week. They're going to have to look his way more than once when giving out this award this season, I think.
Yeah, it's not just the consistency. It's been some plays that we've seen where we talk about it for weeks thereafter. That's what we're getting out of him. Over 100 yards last week. Expects to continue that in this game, too.
First target, first catch, and a 1st down. A handoff for Gibson. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. And here's a give to Gibson. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Tannehill. He'll get this into the hands of Antonio Gibson. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. A gain of 32 that time. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Tannehill. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Dawson Knox, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Browns go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good, and it's now 14-0. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you've got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. 2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. All right, coming up at intermission. Charles, you want to wait to enhance your Saturday?
I certainly do.
I've got just a thing for you. It's the coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll be alongside at half to take us through the weekend in the NFL. They'll give it up to McCaffrey. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Earlier this half, you were wondering how the defense was going to handle him defensively. Were they going to bottle him up at different levels, so to speak, is what you said. What have you seen so far?
Well, I think they've been absolutely terrific because it feels like on every play, if we were watching this in the film room, when you clicked off the film or stopped it, you would see 11 shirts of that same color right there in the frame trying to tackle it. That's what you're looking for.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Throwing is Hurts. He'll buy some time right. Got a man right side. It's McCaffrey. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it'll bring up a 2nd down. Here's the backup now, the former Badger, Melvin Gordon. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 13-yard.
They go play action with Hurts. Being chased out left. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
And the pressure gets to McCaffrey as they stop him short of the line to gain. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the 1st half. So the snap will come from the 3, but remember, they don't need the touchdown. They can get the 1st down if they get a yard, and the ball gets to the 2. They're going to go with a tight end here on the running play. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Trey Burton, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Packers are on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Santos with the extra point, and that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Now returning it, Antonio Callaway. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And with a 14-7 lead, they might just be happy to take this thing on into the tunnel. That is caught by the former Gator, Antonio Callaway. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. To throw again on 2nd down, Tannehill. And this all incomplete. He tried to check it down to his running back and nearly had the ball picked.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you got a battle on your hands.
Tannehill going to throw on 3rd and 1. Man open, that's Damian Ratley. The 30. 10. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Well, we know that he can beat you in a number of ways. He can catch it short, he can take it long, or he can do what we just saw right there, catch it and then run with the football.
And plenty to praise on the play, but this is also a bit of a breakdown defensively, because you've got to be right on him when he makes the catch. Otherwise, he has the ability to really make you pay, and he does right there, picking up excellent real estate after the catch.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they really won't have much time to work with, just 19 seconds showing on the clock. Looking for Ertz, but it's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positive.